At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And this will be caught at the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 43 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, fellas.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Enough chance to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, switch! 50. Blue. Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trubisky will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Crash.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Next to score, Vikings 28, Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets around it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Move.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
18. Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, turn it up.
Here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. David Montgomery, the target, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, orbit.
Watch safety creep.
Alert.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Tighten up.
Now Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Nick Vigil in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
It's just me and you.
Alert.
Double up.
Red, tuck.
Hatch it.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Let's go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cook. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And it's 3rd down.
36.
5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Flare. Check 13. Check 13.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check your hot read.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Matchbox light. Alert. Hey, Haywood.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike, 52.
Here's Trubisky to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. 8 read.
Right there. You better be a
General West.
You better
Go. Jeff. Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
SOS.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check hot route.
Deep grip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
Come off the ball.
Hey, Rocket. Shoot.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Set go.
Now back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
180.
Mike's 50.
Red, touch.
Check pass. Check pass.
Check the back.
On second down now, it's Cohen. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Check.
Alert.
Give me that ball, defense.
80 weapon.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Lock in.
Mike, check.
Buzz.
I got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's set a tone, fellas.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get up. 180.
Mike's 59. Watch the curls.
Hey, ball.
59, Mike, 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up
Red, touch.
Watch the twist.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Smooth.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Got it.
50, Mike, 50. You. Bang, bang.
Topper.
Switch.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
It's a party now. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Set. 18 Gator.
Let's go, let's go.
Check. Bam, bam, get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Ready. 50, plant.
Hey, check.
Again, it's Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 56, Bears 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check 52. Check.
Two draw corkers.
Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught by Cullen. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, a run with Cohen. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every